In September, I took it upon myself to learn more about neuroscience and how music influences it. I'd always heard that listening to lyrical music can hinder the brain's ability to process and use information. And sorry to burst the bubble of all the pop and hip hop fans out there, but those studies are absolutely correct. However, that is not what this video is about. While researching into musical neuroscience, I delved into musical memory, and it created a question in my head. How do people react to a song they just listened to when it is played backwards? In order to not skew my data, I asked a bunch of people who weren't familiar with my topic at all to fill out a survey, only telling them the two songs they were about to listen to were written by me. I have to say the results were surprising, so let's not waste any more time and dive into it. Starting off, this section is a compilation of the notes that I took from the responses. This was a very small survey, so please don't think my word is final, but also please don't scrutinize it either. My first note here is how many people noted the pace and instruments I decided to use. Half of the dataset pointed out how slow the music was. I mean, here, it's playing in the background. Hear it for yourself. Then, people noted how it was fantasy-esque in sound. They know me so well. A few people mentioned harmonies and the scale it was in, but otherwise, there was very little of note. Although, one thing I'd like to put in is that one person out of the entire dataset, only one person had an issue that there was no lyrics. Now we're on to Song 2, by far the more interesting of the datasets. With the first song as a reference, people began comparing with Song 1, just as I hoped they would. This time, the biggest comparison was the drums. I lined the snare drum up polar opposite to what it was in the first song, like I did with all the other instruments, all completely backwards of the original, all except for the bass drum, which remains consistent with the tempo of the original. Many people recognize similarities between the songs, but nobody ever wrote about Song 2 being backwards. In fact, despite all the notes being the same, some people thought it was higher than the first song. Strange what the brain can do when it's oblivious. My favorite part of this dataset, however, were the varying opinions. It was almost a 50-50 split between liking it more or less than the original. A true testament to different tastes. Personally, I think it's much worse than the original, but I'll let you decide for yourself. So, yeah, that's basically the end of the video. The end results, people have a really hard time determining a similar song when the song is just backwards. That's going to be all for today. I don't think there's anything else. This whole last part is improv, which, new thing for me. Make sure to like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss any more videos. I'll probably be doing more of these poll videos in the future, so stay tuned. And the Crusades video will be out soon, so have a good one, guys. As always, sayonara.